Right here is a third generation Ram 1500, and in this video we're covering the top 5 problems we've found with this truck. One of them actually causes a no start condition, but you can fix it in under a minute, and you actually may have fixed it by accident before, so stay tuned. Our first issue is going to be coolant leaks coming from this engine. There's a few different areas they can usually happen, and that is the water pump, the intake gaskets, the thermostat housing gasket, or even the timing gasket. Now, when you find one, you want to make sure you diagnose it fully so that you can pinpoint any other potential leaks. That way you fix them all in one go and you don't come back for the same problem just in a different area. Once those are sealed up, you should be good to go. And of course, if you need any of these parts, check us out at oneauto.com. Our second problem is going to be exhaust leaks, more specifically exhaust manifold leaks, because the studs or bolts that hold that onto the engine break. And that's a common thing that happens. Typically, you pull the exhaust manifold off, replace the broken hardware, really all of it, new gasket, and your problem should be fixed. And you definitely want to address that because not only is the noise of it annoying, but also unsafe because exhaust fumes can now make their way into the cab as you drive or especially as you sit and idle. Our third problem is going to be the four-wheel drive, of course on four-wheel drive trucks only. Now, the switch on the dash is typically okay. What happens is the motor on the transfer case fails internally or some wires that lead to it corrode. So diagnose it properly and then the replacement of the motor should fix your problem, because otherwise you either don't have four-wheel drive or you end up being stuck in four-wheel drive depending on when the motor quits working. Our fourth problem on this is going to be the rear shocks. The original ones tend to go bad a little sooner than they should, so when you replace them, that will eliminate the bouncy or clunky ride that you have in the back, especially if you haul heavy with this truck or you tow a lot with it. But with a set of new shocks, you should be good to go. Our fifth problem is the one that you may have accidentally fixed before, which is what I was mentioning at the beginning. So what happens is the key, if it's in your pocket, it may get statically charged. Static electricity, right? So you put it in the ignition and then it discharges into the module that reads this key. Well, that confuses it and it causes it not to read the key. Well, when that happens, the truck doesn't start because it's not communicating. It thinks it's the wrong key. Now, to temporarily fix it, you can disconnect the negative battery terminal for 30 seconds. That'll reset it. You stick the key back in, and off you go. And this is why I said you may have accidentally fixed it, because if you thought maybe you need a battery, you put a battery in it, well, you've disconnected it to do that, so you've reset the module. Now, to permanently fix it, there is an updated part that you can replace, and that will make it so that you don't have this problem in the future. Here's a bonus problem for you, and this is a weird one. So on the heavy-duty models, the 2500 and the 3500, you have tie rod adjusting sleeves. Well, those, if they're adjusted in a very specific spot, which happens, they're going to make a whistling noise. Yep, that's a weird one. You'll hear it going anywhere from 30 up to 60 miles an hour, and if you don't check those, you can check everything else you want, and if the whistling is still there, it's going to be from that tie rod adjusting sleeve, so just turn it and, of course, readjust your alignment, and the whistling should be gone. Okay, I had to squeeze in one more problem, and that is the lock switches on these trucks. They tend to go bad and basically causes an intermittent lock and unlock function from the switch panel itself. Now, the fix for this is just to replace the panel or the switch assembly. It corrodes inside or breaks internally, and once again, you replace it and you'll be good to go.